You know what I literally just realized? Like, can y'all even take me seriously in the safari shirt? Because this is a serious video. No turning back now, I guess. Hello friends, and welcome back to another Wednesday Wisdom video. Your midweek inspirational pick-me-up.
You made it halfway through the week, and you should talk it out if it's happiness you seek. Yeah, halfway through the week, yeah. You made it halfway through the week. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Also doesn't help that I almost never wear orange lipstick, so I'm so distracted looking at myself. Oh my god. Was that there the whole time? I don't care what I look like, what I'm talking about is far more important. I've been wanting to make this video, but I didn't feel like I was in the right mindset quite yet. And I went into today just knowing that this is what I was gonna make a video on. Like, it's all I could think about all day. And today I want to talk about how it's okay to not be okay. I know sometimes it feels like you have to go through the motions and be the most happy, chipper human to fit in with everyone else that you interact with on a day-to-day basis. Like, for example, how many times have you answered the question, "How are you?" with complete honesty? Like, think about it. I can almost guarantee you the mass majority of the time, like 9 out of 10, you say, "I'm good, I'm doing well, I'm fine, thank you," when inside you aren't okay. And that's okay. It's okay to not be okay. Say it with me now. It's okay to not be okay. And once you accept that, healing is going to be a much smoother process. It's okay to experience your emotions. It's okay to let it out, express how you're feeling. It's okay to be present and upfront with how you truly feel. Because bottling anything up is only going to do more damage to you in the end. And if you're already going through hard times, why would you want to make things worse for yourself? Like, I understand life is an emotional roller coaster. Not every day is going to be magic and sunshine, but sometimes you truly do have to go through the rain to appreciate the rainbows after the storm. And I know you've probably heard that 1,001 times, but it's the truth, because you are not handed anything that you can't handle. And that's one of my favorite phrases. I use it all the time when I'm trying to motivate my friends, because it's truly like what you are given, there's a reason for it, whether that's good things or bad things. So keep in mind that even though you shouldn't suppress what you are currently feeling, that there is always light in the future. There's always something good that'll come out of whatever you're experiencing, because it is happening for a reason. So when you hang on to the potential of the future, that's just another way to motivate yourself to continue on, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. To paraphrase that phrase, I don't know the origins, maybe I should look into it. Oh god, I cannot pronounce this even after my time in Japan, so I'm gonna put the name at the bottom of the screen of the quote that I'm about to share. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Let yourself experience the initial emotions, but don't let it consume you. Don't let it hold you back from living your life and finding hope in progress. Because what you are going through is preparing you for that brighter future. You'll always have something ahead of you that the universe just needed you to be stronger and wiser for. So in the moment, I know it feels bad, but in the end, it's truly something that you need in order to become whatever, or do whatever, or live a certain way, whatever you ask the universe for. And ultimately, I truly do believe that letting yourself embrace the harder emotions is an act of self-love. Now hear me out. It is so easy to retract yourself from a situation and just reason away all of your emotions, like someone has it worse off than me, or some people will think that they deserve it because of whatever karma, blah blah blah. Or you simply just don't want to deal with the emotions, so it's easier to forget about it. But that again is self-sabotage. Why would you want to do that to yourself? You're only taking care of yourself by being honest with yourself and what you're feeling and everything you're going through. Being self-aware is one of the best things you can do for yourself. I'm a true believer in that because of the last 10 months that I've had to experience. But when you are self-aware, you can fully understand the emotions that you are feeling instead of ignoring them or suppressing them. In that way, it'll make it easier to figure out and understand when is right for you to not particularly move on, but find a better way to cope. Because again, it's okay to live in those emotions, but it's not okay to let that consume you. And in this process, it's important to choose the language of your thoughts wisely. Because if you constantly focus on what you're going through and how negative it is, and you're beating yourself up over it, no matter what it is, even if it isn't directly involved by you, it's so important to change all of the wording and connotations and intentions in your thoughts. It's just you in there, so speak nice to yourself. Have all the positive language ready at your disposal, because if you're so quick to jump to a negative thought about whatever it is, again, it's okay to not be okay. It's not okay to let it consume you. So just try to catch yourself little things here and there to flip it around, whatever you're going through, to make it more of like, what can I learn from this instead of why is this happening to me? Just being aware of how your thoughts are being spoken in your head, which sounds a little crazy, I know. But you're giving yourself the best chance at learning the lesson that the universe is trying to teach you. And it is so important to know that your healing is on your own time. It's so easy to feel wrapped up in like, well, I'm always the sad one, so I should be over this already. Like, I'm a wet blanket to my friends. Like, why am I so stuck on this? And even when you have like the outside opinions where they're kind of just like giving you the impression that they're tired of hearing about whatever you're trying to express, vent about. And again, sometimes that does mean it's time to find healing instead of living in those emotions. But at the same time, if you don't feel comfortable or ready, and you are in complete understanding of your emotions and you are honest with yourself, you are practicing positive thoughts, maybe it's not time for you to move on yet. Because you're only going to end up hurting yourself if you're trying to rush through your healing, because you're going to leave parts of it behind. It's kind of like watching the movie instead of reading the book, you know what I mean? You still have the potential to get the job done, but you're going to miss all of the beautiful details along the way. And always have a backup treat yourself plan. Like, can you see this? I can't even tell. I have a tattoo that says treat yourself. It's a Parks and Rec reference. I truly am such a believer in treating yourself, not talking about like spending $400 at Sephora every other weekend, but just knowing what you need to be happy and achieving that. If you just need a ritual to escape your thoughts and find external happiness, for example, mine are like find a scenic park to walk through and sit and read, or more commonly a glass of red wine, conspiracy theories, and a bubble bath. Like, that's one of my favorite phrases, is like, I'm just gonna take a bubble bath over it. And I've taken many a bubble bath past 10 months now. But it's kind of the same effect as if like your friend brings over ice cream and girly movies and you just gotta cry it out when you get broken up with, but you do it for yourself on your own time. This is the most important part that I'm trying to tell you, is that no one knows your journey, no one understands your journey better than you. Why not take control of that? I'm gonna try to find the link to this guided meditation that I really love whenever I'm kind of overwhelmed with those emotions. It essentially asks you to tell yourself, I love you and I am listening, because it's so important to be aware of what you need, not only like physically, but emotionally, because it's so easy to suppress all of these emotions because it's harder to deal with than to experience. And in the end, it's okay to not be okay as long as you take the right route about it. So don't shame yourself, don't beat yourself up for feeling down, don't discredit your emotions all because you feel like you should be okay. Just make sure that you stay positive at the end of the day, because you deserve to give yourself that best life, and you never know what greatness is waiting for you at the other end of whatever you're experiencing. I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope this helped a little bit, because it's also kind of like me telling myself as I'm like looking at myself in the mirror, wow, I have so much highlighter on, I literally look damp. Hello. This highlighter is called Glazed Donut. And if you're watching this and you feel like you need to talk to someone about what you're going through, my DMs are always open on all social media accounts. I will always be open ears. Actually, Samantha literally means listener. So, hello, tell me about it. Because I don't want anyone to ever feel like they have to go through these things alone, even if it is your journey that you're on. That doesn't mean you have to go through it on your own. So whether you just need to word vomit or you're looking for actual advice, I will always be here. I will always be so ready to help anyone that wants the help, because that's a whole nother thing. It's so hard sometimes to ask for help, so I'm trying to offer it so that, like, don't be shy, hit me up, slide into the DMs. Just take care of yourself, be honest with yourself, and let yourself live those emotions, but don't let them consume you. You have so many great things on the horizon. Even if it doesn't feel like it's going to be okay right now, everything's going to be okay. And with that, please like, share, and subscribe if you're into this kind of thing. I feel weird self-promoting on this since it was such a, like, a not sad topic, but just kind of like whatever. Like, share, and subscribe if you're into this kind of thing. And with that, stay positive, my friends, and have a wonderful last day.
Made it halfway through the week, and you should talk it out if it's happiness you seek. Yeah, halfway through the